Hello students, welcome you all in geography class. In our last video, we have already discussed the hot desert Sahara. We are discussing chapter 2, life in the desert region. This is part 2. Today we will discuss the cold desert Ladakh. Open your book, page number 270. Let's start the chapter. Ladakh is encompassed by the Karakoram range in the north and Zanskar range in the south. So, Ladakh, the cold desert, located in the eastern part of Jammu Kashmir, in India, lies in the Himalayas. Okay. So, Ladakh is encompassed by the Karakoram range in the north and the Zanskar range in the south. So, in north it's Karakoram range and in south the Zanskar range. Many rivers like Indus, Sak, Nubra, etc. flow through Ladakh. Many rivers like Indus, Sak, Nubra, etc. flow through Ladakh. Indus River originates from Ladakh. So, which river originates from Ladakh? Indus. These rivers flow and form valleys and gorges. Many glaciers are also found here, like the Gangri Glacier. Okay, so many glaciers are also found in here. In 1979, Ladakh was divided into two districts. Okay, one is Leh, see Leh written here, and second one is Kargil. See, we will discuss climate. Our next point is climate. The altitude in Ladakh varies from 300 meter in Kargil to 8. Next point is climate. Let's discuss the climate of Ladakh region. The altitude in Ladakh varies from 3000 meter in Kargil to 8000 meter in the Karakoram. The temperature varies with the altitude. The climate is extremely cold and dry because of high altitude. The heat is also felt directly with increasing altitude as the air is very thin. So, the climate of Ladakh is of extreme type. Okay, and it varies with the altitude. The temperature varies with the altitude. The climate is extremely cold and dry, just opposite the Sahara Desert. The climate of Sahara Desert is extremely hot and dry, and the Ladakh extremely cold and dry. Next, the day temperature in the summer is 0 degrees centigrade just above, and the night temperature is minus 30 degrees centigrade. In the winters, the temperature is below minus 40 degrees centigrade. So, the temperature reaches 0 degrees centigrade in summer and night temperature minus 30 degrees centigrade in summer. In winter, night temperature is minus 40 degrees centigrade. So, we can say that nights are very cool, right? The Great Himalayas act as a barrier and does not allow the moist air and clouds to enter the region. This is called the rain shadow of the Himalaya. So, what is rain shadow of the Himalaya? The Great Himalaya act as a barrier, okay, as a guard, as a barrier, and it doesn't allow the moist air and clouds to enter the region. This is called the rain shadow of the Himalayas. That is the reason rainfall is very little, almost below 10 centimeters. So, we can say that Ladakh is located in the rain shadow region of the Himalayas. That's why it receives very less rainfall, and by the time the monsoon wind reach here, they became dry. Okay, and the rainfall is very little, almost below 10 centimeters. Now, our next point is plant and animal life. Let's discuss the plant or natural vegetation of Ladakh region. As the rainfall is very less and there is lack of moisture, vegetation is very less here. Very little patches of grass and shrubs can be seen. So we can say that the harsh climate condition do not support the growth of the vegetation on a large scale. Okay, on a large scale. But yes, little patches of grass and shrubs can be seen here. But in the river valleys, willows and poplars are seen. Willows and poplars trees are seen, but the area of water availability, we can say the river valley, willows and poplars are seen. A variety of fruits can be found in the summer season, like apples, apricots, walnuts, etc. Yak, goats, sheep and a variety of dogs are found in this region. So, animals like yaks, goats, sheep and a variety of dogs are found in this region. Yak's milk is used to make cheese and butter. Woolen articles are made from the hair of goat and sheep. Milk, meat and hides are provided by goats and sheep. A variety of birds are also found here, like robins, redstarts, snowcocks, ravens. So, variety of birds are also found here. Example of birds are robins, redstart, snowcocks, ravens, etc. Many of these birds are migratory. Many of the birds are migratory. Sahatus is a very light and warm wool obtained from Tibetan antelope, which is an endangered species. The endangered species Tibetan antelope Sahatus is very light and warm wool obtained from Tibetan antelope, which is an endangered species. Now, our next point is about life of people of Ladakh region. Okay, let's discuss life of people. People in Ladakh have to bear rough weather conditions. They mostly live in villages. So people in Ladakh have to bear the rough weather conditions because the condition is not good. Okay, harsh climatic condition was there, and people who live there have to bear the harsh climate. Okay, they mostly live in villages. The house in villages are either built along a road or scattered in the field, here and there in the field and along with the road. In Ladakh, there are a number of Buddhist monasteries with traditional gompas. So there are a number of Buddhist monasteries with traditional gompas. The famous ones are Hemis, Tikse, Se and Lamayuru. The famous ones are Hemis, it's the name of Buddhist monasteries. Tikse, Se and Lamayuru. Now, just remember one thing, that Hemis is the largest monastery and very famous for the festival. Hemis is the largest monastery. Okay. Now, annual festivals are also celebrated in the winter seasons in these Gomphas. Ladakh is a tourist destination. We all know that it's a very famous tourist destination. People from India and abroad visit Ladakh between May and October. Visit to Gomphas, trek to see the meadows and glaciers. Witnessing ceremonies and festivities are some of the activities done by the tourist. So, it's a very famous tourist destination, very famous, and visit to Gomphas, trek to see the meadows and glacier. Witnessing ceremonies and festivities are some of the activities done by the tourist. Due to modernization, the life of the people of Ladakh is undergoing a lot of change. So, due to modernization, their life was undergoing change. Now, next point. People cultivate crops in the month of May and harvest in the month of September to avoid frost. So, people in Ladakh cultivated crops in the month of May and harvest in the month of September to avoid frost. Wheat is the main crop in this region and barley comes next. In summer, people cultivate peas, potatoes, beans, etc. Horticulture and livestock rearing are also done by the people in this region. Horticulture and livestock, agriculture and rearing animals. Okay, rearing animals to take care of the animals, farm animals for the use. Okay, that is livestock done by the people of this region. It means Ladakh region. The Defense Research Development Organization, short DRDO, Defense Research Development Organization, DRDO, has developed a new technology to help people produce more fruits and vegetables. So, DRDO help people, the Ladakh region people, to produce more fruits and vegetables. Okay, it has developed new technology. There are oases in the cold desert along the strip of all the rivers on which crops are grown. So, there are oases. Also in Ladakh region, we can see the oases. Okay, so oases are there in the cold desert along the strips of all the rivers on which crops are grown. Women manage all the work on the farms. So, women manage all the work on the farms. They also run small businesses and shops. So, women also learn small businesses and shops. During winters, practically no work is done in the field because it's not possible there. Okay, so during winters, practically no work is done in the field. The main work then is to look after the livestock, the animals. Weaving is also done during winters. So actually, during winters, the people of Ladakh stay indoors and keep busy in weaving and making handicrafts. Okay, and during the short summer, the women are also engaged in the farming. Leh is the capital of Ladakh and is well connected by roads and air. So, Leh is the capital of Ladakh. and we can say it's an administrative and commercial center also. Administrative and commercial center. It is well connected by road and air. The government is making effort to make this region good. Okay, connected by roads and air. The National Highway 1A connects to Kashmir Valley through the Zojila Pass. Zojila Pass is the name of a pass. National Highway connects to Kashmir Valley through the Zojila Pass. Okay. That's all. That's all for today. I hope chapter is clear to you. Bye.